Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Stories of Sodor Reactions. Today, we are going to be watching Musician. Now, I know I'm very late on these, but I'm gonna get these done just before season 7 comes along. So, yeah. These are probably gonna be uploaded very quickly, these new reactions. So, yeah. And I actually saw a clip on Twitter of this episode, and apparently it was like a musician in like a house, playing a piano, and then the house just disappeared like fucking TARDIS. Like, I'm really curious to see what exactly this musician is going to be, because it sounds like some TARDIS. The house is gonna be some TARDIS Doctor Who-esque thing. Not that I've seen the series, but anyway. Let's see what the musician has in store for us. Pretty crazy to think how Atiet's Ed did the reaction before I did. Atiet's Ed, the Russian YouTuber, did the reaction to these episodes just as they came out. I didn't even finish the season, so, kinda embarrassing.
Ask any Navi what the hardest part of building a railway is, and they'll likely say the grading. This is when the land is altered to accommodate the needs of a proposed line, whether it has to be flattened, raised, lowered, and so forth. This is a time-consuming process and can be very difficult depending on the terrain. So the workers on the Arlesdale Railway were positively giddy when they learned they didn't have to worry about any of that. Thanks to the preceding Mid-Sodor Railway, the region had already been modified accordingly. Aside from repairing some bridges and removing a few trees, most of the work consisted of just replacing the track, which was pretty straightforward. This was how they were able to reach Arlesdale so quickly. While this was going on, the ballast mine was being constructed.
Something that I absolutely love are the sound effects in the background. Usually, Tanzik doesn't have much sound effects, only, like, at the beginning when he's, like, explaining, he doesn't really have much sound effects, but now he has puffing, he has construction, clanking. It really does make it look like a real place. It really does make Sodor feel real.
After the line reached the site, they spent the next few months installing the necessary infrastructure, and on April 1st, 1968, the railway and the mine were open for business.
Wow.
Bust my buffers! You gentlemen work fast. We had a similar setup on our old railway, so this is nothing new. But this is fizzling fireboxes. I can't believe we're still running passenger trains. Don't worry, Mike. I spoke to Mr. Mannering, and he's going to take you off passenger duty soon. Really? How soon? Next April Fools! Oh, all right, you got me. Well done. Now that's it. You know the deal. What deal? Back on our old railway, we had an arrangement when it came to April Fools. We would only play a single prank on each other, and I think it's time to change that. Like you said, Bert, this is a fresh start. Don't you dare! One is already too much. Yes, as much as I enjoy having a laugh, I think it would be best if we stuck with the current system. Fine.
Like, I still have a problem with Bird being the old wise one. Like, Bird was never the old wise one in Tit for Tat, like, or in the books. Rex was usually the kinder one. Bird was also kind of rude, so I don't see it.
Fine, then so will I. For now. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Rex, what are you planning? Nothing, I swear. Are you planning something? No, but it'll be so much fun making them think I am. You can be real devious sometimes. Only sometimes. I'll have to work on that.
Ooh. There's a musician.
Oh, hello. Good afternoon, Matt.
You know, I always, like, back in the day when the trailer first leaked, I actually thought that this musician was Katy Perry for some reason. Despite the fact that she was shown playing a piano, Katy Perry wasn't even born until 1984. Goddamn, I was fucking stupid a year ago.
This isn't a pedestrian bridge. For your own safety, I must insist that you leave. Yeah, sure. Sorry. I just want a better view of the river. My husband's a fisherman. I was hoping I'd be able to see his boat from here. Have you spotted it by any chance? It's called the Silver Krill. Can't say I have. Oh dear, he should have been back by now. I'm sorry about that. I'll keep my eyes open and let you know if I see anything. Thank you. I'll be on my way then. Goodbye.
5 minutes later, Madam, your husband's dead. Aw, poor Rex. House? Ooh. Is this the TARDIS thing? Huh.
It
Glitch.
was such a depressing tune. Me and my driver were nearly reduced to tears. And you say it came from that old house opposite the school? Who would live in a dump like that?
Wait, so you mean that dun 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 dun? You mean that was the music that was played? Hmm.
And what sort of dump like that has a piano? I don't know, but if I never hear that song again, it'll be too soon.
Gotta turn off the lights for a more movie
Have either of you
experience.
seen his boat? The Silver Krill? No.
Hmm.
What about you, Mike? Nope. Maybe he got shanghaied by pirates. That's not funny, Mike. His wife looked really worried. Understandable. The best we can do is keep our eyes peeled for the vessel.
Ooh. Honestly, this is one of the most unintentionally sweetest stories of Sodor moments ever. Because all the engines are getting worried over a simple woman who hasn't seen her husband and her playing a depressing tune. Like, wow. Never have the engines ever been so caring. Like, wow, this is really nice. I like this.
Morning, Bert. Oh, hello, Aiden. How are you? Better than you, it seems. Why the long face? I just heard this rather sad music coming from the Fletcher house.
Ooh.
Is that it? The one opposite the school? That's it, all right. It's the home of my old music teacher, Mrs. Fletcher. Why would she live in such shabby conditions? It's her choice. Just about everyone's offered to help fix up the place, but she prefers to keep it as is. She wants her husband to have something to do when he gets back. Is her husband a fisherman aboard the Silver Krill? Ah, so you finally met her. Not me. Rex has. He found her standing on the bridge looking down over the river.
I love these sound effects so much. They make Soda feel so real.
Even after all these years, it still breaks my heart. What do you mean by all these years?
Oh my.
Damn it. Sorry, Bert, I have to take care of this. I'll tell you the whole story later.
Is it because he died? Oh dear.
Mrs. Fletcher? Yes? Don't worry, I'll stay off the bridge. I'm sorry if I got in the way of your mate. No, that's quite all right. Rex told us about your husband. I wanted to ask if he's returned yet. No, he hasn't. I hope he gets back soon. There are some loose floorboards in the kitchen that need fixing, among other things. If you like, ma'am, I could ask some of our workers if they'd be willing to lend a hand. I'm sure...
I've never actually seen Bert so kind before, especially in the Railway series, so it's
They
interesting.
already have. They're mostly locals, aren't they? I even taught a few of them the piano when they were young. Was one of your
Wow.
students named Aiden? Aiden O'Hara, yes. No thumbs, but he tried his best. I see. Well, thank you for your time, ma'am. I'll be on my way now. And I should move closer to the riverbank. I want to make sure my husband can see me properly.
When is her husband never coming back?
She was Aiden's teacher? Maybe it's just me, but I thought they were about the same age. So did I. Perhaps she's discovered the fountain of youth. It might also give her a light touch. When she walked away, she didn't make a sound. Bust my buffers. I didn't even realize that until you mentioned it just now. There's something very odd about that woman.
She a
After what
ghost?
Gordon told us, I think she's a couple of chords short of a symphony. Why? What did he say? We mentioned the Silver Krill when he was here earlier. Turns out he knew about it. She disappeared back in 1941 alongside her captain,
Huh?
Horace Fletcher. They launched a massive search but didn't find a wreck or a survivor. He was declared lost at sea. Fizzling fireboxes. That's all.
Wow, these new
So she's
faces.
standing vigil for a man who will never return? That is heartbreaking. More like pitiful. How can someone be so daft as to waste their life like that? Shut your gob, Mike. Grief affects everyone differently.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Mike is in character. I'll give him that.
Or you'll end up, well, like her. And I'll be sure to tell her that if I ever see her. You will do no such thing. If you do come across Mrs. Fletcher, you will offer your condolences. And if you don't, her husband won't be the only one lost at sea. Understood? Yes, Bert.
Wow.
Mrs. Fletcher, I take it. That's right. Nice to meet you. Mike, is it? Yes, Mom. And I want to offer my condolences over the loss of your husband. So you believe he's gone too? Don't you, Mom? If I did, I wouldn't be waiting for him. With all due respect, Mom, that's a mistake. Why? Because he vanished, what, 27 years ago? Have you ever heard of someone coming back after being gone that long? No, but that doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Maybe not, but it is highly unlikely. You're not doing yourself any favors by wasting away here. Is that what your husband would have wanted? When he comes back, I'll ask him. I appreciate your concern, Mike, but you don't need to worry. I have all the time in the world. Rex, get the gangplank. I was thinking more the cat o' nine tails. I'm sorry, I lost my temper. The sheer delusion, it reminded me of Matilda. Yes, watching her crumble was bad enough. I don't ever want to see
Matilda? Oh, well, not the Matilda from the movie. Who is this Matilda?
again. So you're going to try and save Mrs. Fletcher? If I can. Don't bother, Mike. We've all tried. Aiden, what are you doing here? I promised to tell you the whole story, didn't I? So what do you know? Her husband died at sea in 1941. He sure did. I was 8 years old when it happened. I remember the whole town
Wow.
mourned his passing. Of course, his wife took it the hardest. She stopped teaching and would spend hours every day standing on the riverbank,
Wow.
certain her husband would come back. And at the end of those days, she would stroll home and play sad songs on the piano. This went on for weeks until her house was bombed during the Blitz. Blimey, some people have all the luck. It's a miracle she survived.
Blimey.
She didn't. She died that night.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I just got really scared. Like, it is literally nighttime outside. Like, it is literally night. And, like, it is literally nighttime. And even if the lights are on, I'm home alone. And I'm kind of getting the creeps right now. Like, my lord. My good lord. So she's come back from the dead? Oh my god. Is this SCPs of Sodor number 2? Or like version 2? Oh my god. My god. What? Well, this is pretty scary. My god. My god. Like, this is just depressing. Like, whoa.
Aiden, are you saying she's a ghost? Yes, Bert.
Yes.
All right, you're either late for this April Fool's or early for the next one. Regardless, I'm running you over for that sick joke.
Oh my
I'm not
god.
joking, Mike. It's true. Spend a bit more time on this island and you'll learn ghosts aren't exactly uncommon. Is that why nobody told us about Mrs. Fletcher? Yeah, we've all gotten used to her around here. And it's not like she causes problems. I'm guessing you've all spoken to her. Does she come across as some howling banshee? No, she comes across as a woman that needs help. And like I said, we've all tried, but she's determined to stay. We've resigned ourselves to that fact. I think you should.
I think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, because when I'm recording this, it's 9:51, and my parents are still away. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
He was right. This island does have a history with the paranormal. Did you know about Mrs. Fletcher? Did the Mid-Sodor chaps? Yes and yes. On behalf of everyone, I'm sorry for not telling you. I guess it wouldn't have made much difference. It still burns me up. How could someone waste their life like that, even if it is eternal? Love makes us do foolish things. Don't I know it?
Yeah.
Damn that woman. You're taking this rather personally, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason for that? Yes. Back on my old railway, I was friends with this local girl named Matilda.
Oh my.
She was such a sweetheart. She was engaged to a soldier who went missing during the war. Matilda was so certain he would come back. She held on to that belief right up until we came here. By then, she was so hollowed out by sadness that I hadn't seen her smile for nearly 10 years. Mrs. Fletcher reminds me of her.
Oh
Perhaps you
my.
should try sharing that story with her. Maybe if she sees a parallel to her situation, she might move.
I'm really, really scared right now, to be
It was
honest.
worth a shot. What have we got to lose? She never found anyone else? Others were interested, but she turned them away. She turned everyone away. And she hadn't smiled in 10 years? No. How long has it been since you smiled? A lot longer. Mrs. Fletcher, do you enjoy living like this? No, I don't. Then for your own sake, move on. Horace could be waiting for you right now. Why don't you go to him? Because what if he's not there? What if I miss him here? If I ever see a ship called the Silver Krill, I'll shout out to its captain, "Your good lady has moved on. Go find her." That's what you'll say? You promise? I swear.
Oh my God.
All right then, it's time for me to go. Thank you, Mike. But before I leave, one last encore.
Oh my. Holy. That's nice music though. Good. Really nice. Oh, so that's how the house disappeared. Wow. That's certainly nice. God damn. Oh my God. Holy crap. What an episode, man. Like, oh my God. This is probably one of the sweetest endings I've ever seen in the Stories of Sodor episode. Like, my God, the plot is so unbelievably simple, yet it's so heartwarming. Like, the engines, like, it's about this musician who hasn't seen her husband for years, came back from the dead as a ghost, and then, like, oh my God. And then Mike's story, like, this has to be one of the sweetest and at the same time most tragic episodes of the series yet. Yes, even as tragic as something like Munitions. Like, my God, about this. It's such a simple story, yet it's so powerful. Like, it's about this musician that hasn't seen her husband for years but ends up being a ghost. Everything is revealed so well. I love it. And then the episode ending on her leaving while playing one of her songs, like, oh my days, like, this was probably one of the sweetest and at the same time kind of most tragic episodes, like, not necessarily tragic, but like saddest episodes of the series. Like, oh, like, and the engines, like, they're so kind, they're so kind, they're so helpful. They just want to help this woman out and find out everything. Like, oh my, wow. I have never, ever seen an episode like this, and it went by so quickly, too. Like, my God. This has to be, again, really, really powerful. This means way more than you think. The engine's all trying to help her, find out about her, and then the reveal of the story about how she was killed and then came back. Wow. Just wow. Danzig, you've done it again. You've done another banger. I'm like, at first I was like, when I first began this episode, I was beginning to think, is this really a banger? Would this be but no. This is probably my favorite season 6 episode, hands down. One of the best season 6 episodes alongside Leadership. Like, alongside Leadership and Recovery. Like, my God, this was amazing. Like, if you're thinking the room is haunted because of what you're seeing in the background, my TV was on. And I'm wasting power because of that. But anyway, this is probably my favorite season 6 episode. The emotion, the tone, the overall act. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.